Good evening, summoners, and welcome back to the Garena LVL. My name is Vulcan, and with me is Atlas, your shoutcasters in this last game of Match 4 to determine who will be first seed.
And it's going to be quite interesting to see how this plays out. One possible result has been blocked off from today's pretty much a tiebreaker from for the 9-1. Now it's going to be 10-1 and one's 9-2. So we'll be seeing which one from our schedule. We'll be seeing which one will actually be the first seed. We'll know that by the end of the day. It's going to be quite interesting between TUP Monstrum Velprodigam versus the UST Teletigers Esports Club.
But without any more delay, let's get straight to the drafting phase for UST versus TUP, because first seed, juicy.
And that is what's on the line for this one. So
UST,
UST,
that's what's on the menu.
Yeah, it's they're going to be banning out the Azir. So of course the order is given. We will not have Azir on the menu for this one.
No fried chicken.
Rek'Sai banned away from Caesar. It's also going to be Zoe and Tristana, and really a lot of focus here on Carrots, as he showed a lot of performance in these hyper carries. And Sarah as well, as I've said, he's been performing very well as a mid laner here in LVL, and that Zoe pick could be very, very powerful if they let it go to UST. But of course, they will be focusing here on this Jarvan for their first pick possibly. They're still waiting. They will actually lock that in. As for TUP, going for the Alistar possibly, and the LeBlanc on the mid lane.
Would you look at that? TUP getting the LeBlanc, and as for UST, still leaving it open for BAM. So they just feel like the Azir is a more, let's say, higher threat than the LeBlanc. Let's see.
Possibly.
But for UST, though.
And looking at Sarah's playstyle, the Azir might be something that they want to deal with less than the LeBlanc. As for UST, of course, this is going to be the lower bot lane for Carrots and Cresho. It will be Zaya and Rakan. Rakan, possibly one of the comfort champions here for Cresho. As for TOP, they will be locking in the Sejuani and the Shay. So lots of damage and tankiness all around here for TOP so far. A very good mix of champions that they need for the composition. As for UST, still very solid so far. If they lock in the Maokai, that is a lot of resilience and teamfighting potential that they can have. But the Kassadin is going to be interesting for Sarah. Waiting to see how it can actually deal with the... because both of these mid laners will have a lot of roam potential. They will both have teleport. So it's going to be a really, really intense match between who can get the roam faster, who can pressure other lanes faster. And it's going to be quite intensive for the junglers as well, because that's an added element to how they jungle, how they path around the other lanes. I'm
pretty curious for how Babyface can perform on this Jarvan, which Jarvan does behave in the sense that he can deny vision. But for UST, they believe that the Rek'Sai should be removed in this game too. Could this draft potentially be the ones that will lead us to the tiebreaker?
Definitely. We'll just have to see. As for the second rotation of bans, that is a lot of sustain and tankiness taken away from UST, with a Shen and Vladimir taken away. As for UST, their main focus here is against Navi, making sure Carrots doesn't get the kind of lane that he wants, oppressive Caitlyn lane, as well as the Kled against Cell, which can actually take him down possibly much faster than the Jace would. But it seems like they have locked in their final picks for here. The Draven is going to be quite painful if left unchecked. And that's one of the win conditions that TUP has, is just to feed Navi and just have him just take over the game with just the sheer damage that Draven could bring out.
And this is going to be the last game. Potentially the last game if UST does not step up, giving TUP the first seed.
It's really going to be absolutely terrifying for this one.
Let's see it all in the Rift. This is the 8th game of today's broadcast here in the LVL, the last week of the group stages. Let's see how the Teletigers will perform against TUP squad Monsterville Prodigum.
It is going to be... everyone's pulling out the stops here. They do not want... Pretty much USD has their backs to the wall, and they're going to bring out every single trick in their book to try and take down TUP. But TUP is a monstrous team. They will not let UST take that very easily.
when you're talking about bringing all your showing all your cards on the table right now, as early as the group stages are, this could also be this could also work against you, because who knows? Maybe TUP, they have still more chances to try and fight back when it comes to the actual playoff stage. So UST, they may have something up on their sleeve.
They get possibly a lot of tricks that they could pull off against TUP, but it is going to be very difficult to face this off, because this is a team that has a lot of potential, a lot of experience as well, most of their members. So it might be hard to surprise them, but UST bringing out these tactics could possibly take it away for at least one win against TUP. We'll be seeing how everything plays out. Both of our junglers starting on their blue buff, so the priorities are pretty much all around the mid lane or on opposite sides of the map.
So far, I mean, when you're talking about the pathing of the junglers, wait, what's this? Look at the minimap.
Seems like there's going to be a roam here coming
Miko.
from Miko to go to and harass some of the babyface clear.
Oh
possibly.
god, they're trying to scout things out. TUP playing a very, very aggressive here. May go for the level 2 gag here in the mid lane.
Possibly, but it seems like he will not actually go for it. This is a lot of lost XP and time for Caesar and Miko. It seems like they were expecting babyface to be right around the corner as soon as possible, but it seems like that didn't really pay off for TUP. However, they do get a little bit of vision on that side, so they know exactly when babyface can be right around the corner. So I do think that TUP's bot side will play a little bit safer. They are being pushed in by Carrots and Crescio at this point in the game, because Navi was left alone for quite some time, and now that Miko is there, he's still level 1, so there's still that short amount of time where Carrots and Crescio can still really dominate this bot lane by pushing in the wave.
Oh, look at that. Asidia again on this Jace for the second game, and Cell again on this Maokai. Things did go really well for Cell at the early phases of the game, but let's see how this will be turning out in the second game. Look at that
really
baby
about how they
face.
transition it. Miko is treading dangerous ground here if he goes any nearer, because babyface is right around the corner, but he's spending a lot of time on this side of the map.
Oh, wait. There it is.
Tries to go for Navi.
Oh, wow. Great headbutt from Miko.
Man, immediately stops that gank.
And also babyface burned his flash.
Yeah, just for that, but it didn't turn out well for him. And that is going to be a huge resource lost by this Jarvan IV.
Great synergy, great timing from Miko and Navi, I would say.
The reaction time for that was pretty good. Seems like for now, UST's jungler will be left a little disappointed after coming to bot side. That did give Caesar a little bit more freedom to go to the top side, but seeing as Cell is really hiding it out under the turret. However, Crescio might be fighting with Miko.
Look at that, locks up to the air. Miko will be paying the price here. First blood potentially will be going towards Carrots, but it'll be Crescio flashing away. But Navi flashes in, gets the glory stacks. This is actually going to be a double kill for Carrots, but seeing how Navi was stacking up those glory stacks, they could still be at even gold.
Pretty much the equivalent gold of that entire fight was Navi got a kill and a half, while Carrots got 2 kills. So this does manifest in the gold that we have. He's around 500 gold ahead because of CS. So that is that really just softens the blow, because he got the kill before he was killed himself. So
he did not lose those glory stacks.
Yeah,
so
he was able to cash it out.
Something that Navi would have risked for. So in his sense, that is pretty worth. And I have to agree with Navi's decision.
However, that fight really went badly for TUP. Trading it out despite the high damage potential that Navi could bring. It's just the sheer synergy that Rakan and Zaya have together that makes him such a potent 2v2 in these situations. Of course, babyface had a little bit of got a little bit of health there, but in the end, Navi was the one that, rather, Miko was the one that died first.
And for Navi to get the consolation prize, it's something that, since I'm gonna die, I'll try and remedy
Might as well
it.
fight back. Burn his flash as well, which is pretty fair. Pretty much everyone on the side of these bot lanes burned their summers, except for... Oh, actually, no, Miko also burned his flash. Right now, he has the Hex Flash rune, which could give us some really cheesy, juicy plays later in the game.
We'll be waiting for those cheesy plays once we see some proactiveness from the junglers, but seeing how things are panning out for...
Could be for the mid lane.
Oh god, here it comes, flashes away, but still gets rooted down. Sarah will be getting the last stack of the permafrost. Ja gets the kill.
And really, that permafrost really sealed his fate. That was pretty much his frozen tomb right there. And does give Bomb a 1 kill, which is vital. Because the good thing for that timing of that gank was Caesar hit Sarah right before he became level 6. So the timing of that gank was absolutely perfect. Gives Bomb 1 kill, could potentially snowball it if Bomb plays it right.
And as for the Tigers, they did try and go for a trade-off in the mid lane. Did not work out.
Not really. We're seeing what the after effects of that little skirmish they had. But it seems like they're just going to return to their individual jungles for this one.
Give it a blue buff to Bam, so that will help him in trade-offs in the mid lane. I'm still
Sarah's looking for something.
Still waiting for something here. I mean, Sarah.
I don't think he can actually fight this. He doesn't have enough burst to take down Bomb. So he's just really scouting out, maybe see if he can do something with a blue buff. He already pushed in the lane, so pretty much there was nothing else to do.
So I had to ask you, Kassadin or LeBlanc in the late game?
In late game, definitely. It's as the game goes on, the Kassadin is going to deal a lot more damage, a lot more sustainably, and but the mobility when it comes to Bomb is definitely unparalleled. But the thing is, if Bomb gets a lot more kills and is able to carry this 1 assist into more.
Akira coming in the bot lane. Thunderstorm in. That's going to be another kill for Carrots. He's on the killing spree. If Carrots is able to scale well, this could be the hope for UST.
Yeah, definitely. And they will actually get the first start of the game here, because the fact is, as strong of a team TUP is, I think Carrots and Crescio are much better. And they're really, like, as Acedia takes over Cell's lane here. And that's really the point where TUP is much stronger than UST in terms of the top lane. Acedia is a monster. However, in the bot side, I will have to give it to Carrots and Crescio, and that's why Babyface keeps camping this lane, because he knows Sarah can handle himself most of the time against Bomb. So really, enabling this bot lane will put their chances of victory a lot higher. But TUP is responding pretty well on other parts of the map every time that Babyface ganks.
And as far as the bot lane gank went, this opens up for the potential Mountain Jay. So great job by Babyface, and Carrots getting the first turret of the game. Further boosts his power.
Oh man.
Gets the Tabi, the BF sword, and a long sword. This can really deny so much damage from Navi's.
And that's a really good pickup. Now that he's ahead, he gets the BF sword and he makes Navi's gold less efficient because he gets the Ninja Tabi. So pretty much this is a really good pickup for Carrots, and possibly could snowball this into even more power every time that they fight here. But with the lane swap happening, they're going to try and take that lead against Acedia, and that Ninja Tabi is still highly effective.
And that Tabi can really deny so much damage from the spinning axis. And with that being said, I'm pretty excited to see how the Tigers can try and transition this to a more favorable objective.
Possibly Acedia is really squishy, so with a good dive from Babyface, or even just the two of Crescio and Carrots, they can possibly shut down Acedia repeatedly. And Caesar will have to respond to that constantly and consistently if they don't want Carrots and Crescio. However, that's what I'm talking about, Acedia.
Oh, dunk up to the air. That's going to be Carrots on a rampage. Good news for the Tigers. Good news indeed.
They're still giving chase onto Bomb and
But
Caesar.
still, don't underestimate TUP. They will draw you into their trap, further extending this game, and this could potentially be their victory if ever TUP does stall. Because we know TUP, this is very resilient, very enduring.
And it seems like for that one, UST still gets ahead in terms of steps into this game. Taking out Acedia, a lot more free time in this top turret, prevents Acedia from farming more. And just in general, gives Carrot such a huge lead. And here's Cell. He's okay with the 1v2 because he can survive for longer. He is tanky. Acedia again, as soon as he gets back to lane, gets shut down once again. Now he's 1-2. So the lead, the substantial lead that he had over Cell is constantly deteriorating at this point. And because, as I said, Cell is completely fine farming it out and being sustained in the bot lane.
Carrots is being an absolute madman in this top lane here.
Oh, they could be their comeback.
Oh, Firestorm is coming in. Teleport coming in. Let's see. Ja backs away. The turret will fall down towards the Teletiger's side. 2 turrets down already. And 5 kills onto Carrots.
Carrots.
That is a great
man.
start.
That teleport as well from Cell was so well timed. It scared off TUP, even though the rest of UST was such at a low health point, where they could just continue and take that turret. The teleport coming from Cell was too much for TUP, and they got scared away. Ooh, headbutt pulverize almost hitting there.
It's very difficult to actually pull that off now.
It's going to be quite scary if that had hit. This does give TUP a little bit of breathing room in this top side, as Navi and Caesar could possibly push a little bit more damage onto this turret, give him a little bit more farm to catch up. But so far, UST's been playing this early game pretty well.
But still, it's not yet a safe zone for the Teletigers to relax. This is TUP we're talking about, who secured the first game just as the same method they're doing right now, stalling and being tenacious. They're enduring all this oppression, but still, when late game comes, it's still anyone's game, especially BAM on this LeBlanc.
It's going to be quite scary. TUP has repeatedly shown resilience when it comes to these games. If they can't, trying to go for bomb.
Oh, he gets charmed. Oh, gets rooted down. My God.
And that's a worrying trend here for TUP.
My God.
They really trust in their turret to defend them, but when Koresho's going on to you, knocking you up, and then charming you, there's not much you can do against Carrots at that point.
Saya and Rakan duo.
Trying to go for something.
But it works. But look at the damage that Carrots is doing. Babyface locks him down. Oh, Carrots is already godlike. That is just trouble. Double kill for Carrots. He was trying to go for the resets here. Carrots flushing in onto Nevi. Gets the triple. This could be the quadra.
This could possibly be the quadra, but that's an anticlimactic end to that
9-0.
one fight. Yeah, but 9-0 and 0.
30 minutes in.
100% kill participation.
All
so
goal
far.
onto him.
And here Cell still wants to dive onto Caesar, and the teleport coming from Sarah is still trying to give Carrots more kills.
BAM just managed to make it alive. Great suppression. Great suppression coming from Cell here.
And I like that, even though
they're not waiting. They're not waiting for the late game, Atlas. This is going to be a very fast game.
Before TUP can strike back. And the thing here is that they were already backing off, but Babyface went in and they immediately turned on their target, and that was so worth it because that resulted in 3 kills.
But now, what can happen next? They took down all the outer turrets. Opens up the map. Next will be Mountain perhaps, but let's see. Can Carrots still maintain this oppression this early into the game? I mean, 30 minutes in, you're already godlike. That is very...
That is a feat. And however, the deeper they go into TUP territory, the more dangerous it is to keep Carrots around pushing these turrets. They have to focus now on these epic monsters that they have. Mounted Drake is a possible takeaway.
It's still dangerous.
Yeah, it's still dangerous. If Bomb can get something here, but it seems like they're doing it relatively uncontested. TUP does not want to risk going all out against UST once again, because that'll just leave them in their grave.
And that's going to be the Mountain Drake taken away by the Teletigers.
It's a pretty good pickup. Will help them out in their turret taking.
Let's see. I mean, 40 minutes in, it's still too early. It's still anyone's game here.
Because the thing is, if UST wins this, if they win this, it has to go into another game against TUP because the tiebreaker ends in a tie. That means there's going to have to be another game. So this could essentially be a best of 3 if TUP loses this. And that's going to be a bigger test on UST in terms of endurance because TUP is used to these things. However, we'll cross that bridge. They'll cross that bridge when they get to it, because for now they still have to keep TUP on their toes.
Are they trying to end the game before the 20-minute mark? Because at the pace they're going right now, it's pretty
super
fast.
They're running at the 90s right now. And so far, they back off. But the thing is, even though they're going so fast, they know exactly when to back off against TUP. It is such a good adaptation so far from last game. But TUP still, not now that they know that they can't make any aggressive moves too much against UST, they're stalling it out. They're really waiting for an opportunity to strike against the Carrots and the rest of UST. But UST is so fast right now.
Okay, you have to be very careful here. But for Tail Tigers, the way they're moving right now, I think they're trying to end the game right now, Atlas. I mean, this is no joke. Seeing how they're this much ahead, why not seize the game where you can try and go for a tiebreaker, try and go for that first seed spot.
Just let the momentum carry them at this point. But they still have to be absolutely careful. TUP thrives in games where they can catch you off guard and take you from the win.
God. Nami takes down Cresho. But Karis is doing just so much damage. Ja trying to back away.
Here comes Sarah and Cell.
Oh, there's the dog. Oh, on to Navi. But Cell gets the kill. Teleport is coming in. Cancels it. Does not want to commit. Karis is free hitting. Gets the Feather Storm. Gets out. Acelia flashes away. Trying to go in for Hammer 4 for more speed here.
Has to get away with a Blast Cone.
Oh god, 3. 2 members down for the count. 2 for 2 trade. But with 2 members blinking red, this opens up the inner mid lane turret.
It's going to be a huge gold boost once again, and just map control for UST at this point. And they're just going to recall, spend their gold, and repeat the process all over again. TUP needs to find a weakness in this constant assault, but there's just no breathing room.
Could this be UST finally finding the weak point, the Achilles heel of TUP?
Possibly, but like I said, this is still giving TUP a lot of room to think about what to do next. Right now, it's very difficult for TUP to actually get any wins in these fights. However, there can still be that golden moment. Because right now, Carrots has a lot of gold on him. That 5,000 gold lead you're seeing on the screen right now is mostly on Carrots. If Carrots can be taken out, which is hard, mind you, but if they can, that's basically the rest of UST able to be cleaned up by TUP.
And that is the win condition for TUP. Still, this is still anyone's game here. And we can't disregard TUP just yet.
So far, however, UST is still trying to look for ways to finish off the game, and the Rift Herald could be a way to do that. Deals a lot of damage to turrets. If they're in a slump in terms of pushing, they could turn to crushing the Eye of the Rift Herald, and I don't think TUP can actually contest this. They will be arriving in a little bit. Will they actually get the risk, though? Because that's 2 people bot lane, actually. 1 person bot lane split pushing.
That ultimate, where's the Cataclysm? Here comes Maokai. Oh, 2 members not clear by the Rakan. Where's Carrots? He's still healthy. He gets the kill. Oh, the burst coming from Carrots, followed by Sarah's Cassidon, leaving behind Ja, and now it's going to be forcing Bam to get away.
Oh dear, this is a fast game indeed.
Down.
And look at that bot lane. Because he's still pushing down in that bot side, if he breaks through, it's going to be quite scary with that huge wave building up.
They have the Rift Herald too.
Yeah, Bomb is really stalling for time for TUP. Will it actually work? Because it seems like the rest of UST is going straight for the turret, and Caesar cannot defend this alone. Let's see. Right now, crushing the Eye of the Rift Herald. They want to finish this game fast.
Oh my god, this is really fast here. Bam! Goes for the execute.
However, that's still going to be 30 seconds without their high damage mid lane.
This is bad news. Karras is still healthy.
Oh man.
He can still escape from this, man.
He still has that a little bit of health left.
Oh my god, but Navi will be taking on Babyface.
So it seems like now
this is classic TUP. They're not going to let UST recall.
Here comes Sarah, however. Look at that turn.
The turnaround is here with Karras taking up the 1 more kill, and with Sarah for the flag, forcing TUP to just run for their lives. A double kill for Carrots here. 13:02 in the 19, near the 20-minute mark.
And all that time, Rift Herald was still wailing on that inhibitor. I love the instant turn they had against TUP as soon as Sarah was right around the corner. Let's break it down here. The fight from earlier near the Rift Herald here. This is going to be a 4v5 so far. Actually, however, so much damage coming from Carrots, and as soon as Sarah arrives, it's just over. There's really not much to say other than because they can't take down Carrots, they can't win these full-on team fights. And because he's so healthy, every time that something bad happens, he has the rest of his team to pick him up. And he has so much safety with the Featherstorm, it's so hard to take him down.
Then Rakan and Xayah, with a Rakan support like that, you will have an easy time in the bot lane.
And the big thing is that he also has the Zeke's convergence on him coming from Cresho. And that just adds to so much damage coming from Carrots.
And the powerful slow zone will make him easier to charm his target. So the Baron is live right now. Let's see, the Baron can always
be a point of contention. The Baron can make or break these games, as we've seen in most of the matches today in the LVL. But we'll be seeing, because right now this is a huge, huge lead for the entire team. And Pearl Break will make UST even scarier as they're taking it without any contest.
Ooh, look at the burst.
We'll be seeing what their next move is. What can TUP do to stall out the game just a little bit more?
Can they still stall out this game when you're talking about Xayah just fed? Infinity Edge, Rapid Fire Kayan, Essence Reaver. 3 items already locked in, and Jawtar's trying to back away here. Whirling that's coming in. Chunks him down just a bit. Bao gets down into the air, but here comes Nico for the save. Here comes the charm, and I think that's going to be game set, because look how much feathers there are on the floor here.
And look at that huge wave in the bot side.
Navi gets done.
However, Carrot's still quite healthy. Cell possibly getting taken down. The turret's not enough.
Check the Nexus. Check the Nexus.
That is going to be a huge wave of minions. Carrot just skipping the turrets, just going straight for the Nexus too. And this could possibly be the game at 22 minutes. If Caesar cannot defend this, and that's a very tall order for a tank, they could possibly take it away. Miko is also up. Bomb as well, respawning right now, so they cannot finish it off just yet. But that is such a close call for TUP.
This is a totally different game here, but break it down for us, Atlas, in the top lane clash.
Here Bomb gets knocked up, and however, there's really nothing else to say other than the fact that Carrots deals so much damage every time.
It's actually the fact that
he just stands there and right-click.
Yeah, despite the fact that TUP, they have a good engage, they have good lineup. That doesn't mean anything when you're talking about a Xayah who deals so much damage, who is ahead by 4 items.
But the thing is, the root of this entire thing that's happening right now with UST is because they were able to snowball Carrots. Babyface just constantly camped Carrots, made sure that Navi cannot pop off while ensuring that his own AD carry pops off. And the constant aggression coming from Cresho. Every time he sees one target under a turret, it can't be safe right there. You need like 3 or 2 people for that to be safe. And since they kept diving, that also meant that Cedia's lead gets cut down. So all of this is just because they know how to choose their targets, they know how to prioritize. And TUP, well, they're giving a good fight here. They're just faltering here and there.
Oh my god. I don't think TUP can handle one more clash.
It's gonna
they
be
can
quite
still
dangerous.
force it. This is the power of a Rakan support.
Just a constant mobility when it comes to taking advantage of these engages. Look at that. And the configuration that they can have, because they have 2 teleports, they have a Kassadin. They can go for the Kassadin split pushing, while the Maokai is a very good frontliner. Babyface.
Look at that, 2 members dunk on the floor.
Well, they're really just focusing on the turrets at this point.
They don't care. They're just going straight for the turrets. Mine Carrots right now, because, yep, that's what I was expecting. Look at that ridiculous damage.
That's a lot of damage. And Babyface didn't even die in that fight. Navi.
This is brutal. UST taking the revenge. I think we have a tiebreaker.
This is going to be a 1-1 if they finish off this Nexus. And I don't think there's any way TUP can stop them, as UST makes this a 1-1. Going into the tiebreaker once again between UST and TUP. But man, that was such a quick, brutal game.
That
was brutal.
That was just savage.
Yeah, that was just, they just went in there. But breaking it down, that could not have happened if they didn't know how to pick their targets.
How did Carrots get 9 kills in a 30-minute mark?
I was about to explain.
Okay, go.
But the fact is, UST knew there that their strongest point is really Carrots and Cresho and Sarah.
16 solo kills.
And TUP, their strongest point is the top lane, Acedia. So if UST just focuses everything on keeping Carrots up against Navi and Miko, and then send Carrots to the top side where he can oppress Acedia. That means that the complete strongest point of TUP gets shut down. That damage is almost twice of what everyone can bring out.
If you add up Bam's damage with the Draven, it's not even close.
Yeah.
It's a 4,000 short. Oh my god. This is... Maybe this is the win condition for UST. This is what they can use moving on to the tiebreaker.
But it's going to be still a good test for UST because TUP is not a team to be messed with. They will analyze what just happened and they will find a way to stop it. So we'll see.
We'll see it after the short break here in the LVL. We will be moving on to the tiebreaker. First seed is still up for grabs. TUP and UST will be facing off in the next game after this short break here. My name is Vulcan. With me was Atlas. See you.
One assist into more.
Akira coming in the bot lane. Better storm in. That's going to be another kill for Carrots. He's on the killing spree. If Saya and Rakan duo
trying to go for something.
But look at the damage that Carrots is doing. Babyface locks him down. Oh, Carrots is already godlike. That is just trouble. Double kill for Carrots. He was trying to go for the resets here. Carrots rushing in onto Nevi. Gets the triple. This could be the quadra. Nami takes down Thresho. And Carrots is doing just so much damage. Ja trying to back away.
Here comes Sharon Cell.
Oh, there's the dog. Oh, onto Navi. But Cell gets the kill. Teleport is coming in. Cancels it. Does not want to commit. Carrots is free hitting. Gets the finish storm. Gets out. Acedia flashes away. Trying to go hammer for more speed here.
Hey, one person bot lane split pushing.
That ultimate. Wait, where's the Cataclysm? Here comes Maokai. Oh, two members not to be by the Rakan. Where's Carrots? He's still healthy. He gets the kill. Oh, the burst coming from Carrots, followed by Sarah's Cassidy, living behind Ja, and now it's going to be forcing Bam to get away.
Oh,
he's alone. 3 items already locked in, and Ja is trying to back away here. Whirlington's coming in, chunks him down just a bit. Bam gets down into the air, but here comes Nico for the save. Here comes the charm, and I think that's going to be game set because look how much betters there are on the floor here.
And look at that huge wave on the bot side.
Navi gets dogged.
However, Carrot's still quite healthy. Cell possibly getting taken down. So it's not guys a very good frontliner. Babyface.
Look at that, 2 members dunk on the floor.
But they're really just focusing on the turrets at this point.
They don't care. They're just going straight for the turrets. Mine Carrots. Mine Carrots. Mine Carrots right now because, yep, that's what I was expecting. Look at that ridiculous damage.
That's a lot of damage. And Babyface didn't even die in that fight. Navi.
This is brutal. UST taking the revenge. I think we have a tiebreaker.
This is going to be a 1-1 if they finish off this Nexus. And I don't think there's any way TUP can stop them as UST makes this a 1-1. Going into the tiebreaker once again between UST and TUP. But man,
Not enough Garena shells to buy the latest League of Legends skin? On sale now? Get shells anytime, anywhere with your Globe or Touch mobile number. Go to gamer.com.ph and sign up with your mobile number and enter the verification code you will receive via SMS. Log in and choose the game and pin you want. Check out to purchase the pin with your load or through your postpaid account and receive the pin on your phone instantly. Never miss a sale on your favorite League of Legends skins and champions with Gamer.